Yeah, sipping that shit like every shit is all sweet. Watch this shit. Shit good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, alright. Whatever the fuck. What the fuck is it? Darius is not my motherfucking kid.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
What is this?
That's a motherfucking DNA test.
Why did you take a DNA test?
I took a fucking DNA test because you know...
From where? Why are you taking
what the fuck is that? Emory, bitch? Yeah.
Why are you taking a DNA test?
Because my sister told my
your
ass,
sister, your nosy ass sister.
Yeah, fuck, she was right?
She be lying.
She was fucking right? Yeah, no, but you be lying out. What the fuck is...
Right.
Why would you name our child Darius? It's not our child. It's not even our child. No, it's not my son.
Yes, you've been raising him for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been raising him, and you know that was somebody else's child. You know that was some... Who the fuck he was fucking?
He even looks like family.
No, he looks like fucking family. Bitch, why have you sat there and let me raise... Got my last name? Are you fucking kidding me?
All right. During the time that we had a break, it was one time... All right, we were going through stuff, and that's it.
Oh, okay, one time.
So I didn't think anything.
So you just don't have me raising somebody else's kid. So we do
one time.
What the fuck? No, that's not my motherfucking child. You've been fucking somebody else. That's somebody else's fucking child.
Why is your sister telling you to do that anyway?
You don't know because the fuck. It's not my motherfucking child. He's not our blood. He's not our blood. No, that's your child. That's your child. You and your child need to get the fuck out. Is what the fuck need to happen.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Where are we gonna go?
I don't give a fuck. Go.
You're gonna kick me and your child out.
That's not my motherfucking child. Go find the daddy. Fuck that shit.
I'm like, you know what?
Fuck. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, get the fuck out. Get all your motherfucking shit and rename your child because that's not my motherfucking child. Whatever. Got my name and shit.
Wow. Now that is an emotional terrorizer if you've never seen one. That's why you got to get the book so you can protect yourself, okay? Knowing that she just got caught doing paternity fraud. She just tricked the man into believing he was the father. And for the last 3 years, he's been raising this child. When he finds out it's not his child, they have an argument. And somehow at the end of this argument, she's storming off like she's the one mad. But she's the one who's been doing all the betraying and manipulating. But she's the one that's angry, right? Well, they're mad at you for finding out the truth. That's how an emotional terrorizer behaves. When they should be giving you empathy or their concern should be for you, your well-being, after they have destroyed you, they will actually be mad because you unraveled their lie. This shows you that all they are about is self, okay? They don't care anything about you and what the damage they did to you. They won't even be accountable to that. They're only angry at you for what you do about their misbehavior. So if you put her out, you're a bad guy. If you no longer want to take care of this child, you're a bad guy. But she's going to excuse everything she did that set that whole situation up. That's an emotional terrorizer, and your life will be left in shambles after dealing with this person. Let's play it back.
Yeah, sipping that shit like every shit is all sweet. Watch this shit. Shit good? Yeah, alright. Whatever the fuck. What the fuck is it? Darius is not my motherfucking kid.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's a motherfucking DNA test.
Why did you take a DNA?
I took a fucking DNA test because you know...
I'm going to show you something, okay? Notice how she's already saying, why'd you take one? Where did you get it? Because he's already exposed the DNA test, right? But she wants to know, where did you get it from? Why did you get it? Notice how none of this is actually her explaining why this DNA test didn't come up 100% his child or 99% his child. Why is it not his child? She just wants to talk about something else, okay? I define this type of character in my book as a demon. Now I'm going to read this to you. Okay. In my teachings, I introduced the concept of a demon as a metaphor derived from a religious context. Demons are depicted as beings driven by the desire to steal, kill, and destroy. Consumed by their inclination to cause harm and propagate lies, they are characterized by their aversion of truth, which serves as their vulnerability, much like kryptonite, to a superhero. Applying this concept to emotional terrorizers, specifically women who deceive men about paternity of their children, I highlight a profound impact of such lies. These individuals, akin to demons, manipulate and trick men into unknowingly raising children who are not biologically theirs. They display little concern for the man's future desires or even the well-being of their own child, depriving them of the knowledge of their own true paternity. To counteract these emotional terrorizers, I empower men with the belief that truth is their most potent weapon. I emphasize the importance of embodying truth through action rather than passively listening to the lies spun by a demon. Rather than attempting to extract the truth through futile efforts, it is crucial to proactively seek truth by taking the necessary steps, such as obtaining a paternity test to uncover all the facts. Armed with the truth, individuals can make informed decisions based on reality, liberated from the clutches of their deception. A common saying, mother's babies, father's maybe, underscores the imbalance of the knowledge regarding paternity. Women inherently know if the child is theirs, that it's biologically theirs, while the men are left uncertain. However, in our modern age, we have numerous resources available to establish paternity definitively. These range from online paternity tests, products at local stores and pharmacies, and services offered by clinics and hospitals. Men now possess viable means to discover the truth about paternity, a luxury not always available in the past. I also call people who behave this way succubi, a succubus. A man who behaves this way is called an incubi or incubus. Incubi is the plural for incubus. Succubi is the plural for succubus, okay? And a succubus obviously is a woman who intimately usurps your power. She makes you believe that she's in love with you. She tells you all these great things. She even sleeps with you, but it's so she can usurp your income, your labor, your love, your time, your energy. She does not actually care about you. She wants something from you, okay? So she will bleed you dry. Do you understand? This is what I would call a demon and a succubus, and you have to treat them accordingly. Don't keep them in your life because you love them. Don't keep them in your life because you think they can do better. They'll keep making these mistakes. Well, not mistakes. This is how they are. You understand? So let's continue, because we're at the part where she wants to know why he did a DNA test and where he got it from, instead of dealing with the fact that it's not his biological child. Let's go.
Where? Why are you taking
what the fuck is that, Emory, bitch? Yeah.
Why are you taking a DNA test?
Because my sister told my
your
ass,
sister, your nosy ass sister.
Yeah, fuck, she was right.
She be lying.
She was fucking right. Yeah, no, but you.
Okay, so now the sister is nosy. Your nosy ass sister. And then she goes to her sister's lying. Well, how is her being a liar relevant when he's holding a test in his hand? But she wants to discredit and invalidate the sister, right? And then she also wants to say the sister's out of line by being in their business. So what are you? So the sister's out of line for telling her brother that potentially he's raising a child that isn't his. So is she supposed to pretend to be this child's aunt to help you cover up a lie? Is she supposed to tell her mother and father that they all the grandparents don't say a word? You want her to shut up while you rock this whole family to sleep and rob them blind, tricking them into raising the child as their own genealogy and legacy that is not their child. That's what you want to do. And that's her business if she tells him, right? See, men, we're supposed to protect our sisters, right? Well, ladies, you're supposed to protect your brothers. Okay, this is how you protect them. They're not asking you to run off and fight for him. But if you know that he's dedicating his time to someone who does not have his best interest in heart, a woman who's cheating on him, manipulating him, doing him wrong in any kind of way, or carrying a child that may not be his, you need to tell him. This is not meddling. This is when we need you to speak up for us, right? You could be saving your whole family from raising a child that is not theirs. You could be saving a child from being raised by a family that is not theirs. You could be getting the child their father. Imagine how amazing that makes you. But she's gonna call that meddling and just in her business, right? This is like Scooby-Doo. When somebody gets caught doing something wrong, they get angry at the children who expose them, the people who expose them, right? And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids, right? I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for your meddling sister. She knows it. Let's continue.
We find out. What the fuck is? Why would you name our child Darius? It's not our child. It's not even our child. No, it's not.
She already knows it's not his son. So why would she name the child Darius? To help solidify this idea that it was his? So she already knows that she's been messing with two men around ovulation time. So she knows this, okay? But she's not going to account for that. She's going to tell this one man that he is absolutely the father. And you can't see something wrong with that? Even name it after the man when potentially it's not his father. It's not. Yo, this is crazy. Demented. Let's continue.
Not my son.
Yes, you've been raising him for 3 years.
Yeah, I've been raising him, and you know that was somebody else's child. You know that was some. Who the fuck he was fucking?
He even looks like family.
No, he looks like family.
Wow, he's in the family. Who was you cheating on me when he even looks like family? What is that? So you would sleep with someone that close to home, number one. But then not only that, you'll manipulate me further because the child may look like me because it's family. Or do you just have a type and you think this person looks like me? Or is she just going to use this idea that it looks like you to help manipulate you into taking care of the child? Either scenario is so messed up. And I've seen it. They'll even tell you that the child has your siblings' features or your grandparents' features, right? To make you feel like, okay, this child looks like us. It's my child. Yo, this is deception, man. All to usurp your labor. your finances, your love for this child. I try to explain this all the time, that we have this thing called SA, right? When a man looks at a woman too long, speaks to her in such a way, you know, harassment. We have completely SA when he dominates her and he does something to her or with her without her consent. I want you guys to understand, whenever you do paternity fraud, that is the equivalent of what you're doing to a man. We just don't call it grape, for lack of a better word. So just imagine you're in a dark room with this guy. He tells you it's only you and him in there. You're willing and you consensually with him, but he has other guys in the room that you don't know about. And when those lights are off, he switches off. How would you feel after? Right, like you've been traumatized, like something's been taken from you, right? Like you've been manipulated, dominated. This is how he feels when you trick him into raising a child that's not his. And he found out later that it's not his. He did not consent to raising this child that's not his. He believed it was his own. And when he finds out you've been lied to him, that's exactly how he feels. That same trauma invited on you, when he dominates you, that's how he feels. So we should just call it grape. We should. So you can understand the gravity of what you're doing. It's not just some paternity fraud. And you're not just doing this to the man, you're doing this to your child too. So your child's gonna grow up reflecting off of some man, believing that he is his father, his biological father, only to have that stripped away. That's what you're doing to your child. For what reason? So you can have a child's father, but that child's father's not his. So you believe in lies and illusions as well. So they'll know that it may not be, but as long as it looked like it, they'll continue this charade, family. That makes them a demon. Do you not understand? Create a lie and illusion and trap you in it, and you have no idea that you're living in illusion, right? Voila, abracadabra, you are under a spell. And when you find out, you're infuriated, and this person is still trying to make excuses. Say you're still the father, even though you have the facts to prove it. They want you to listen to their words over a test. Absolutely unreal. Let's continue.
Fucking family, bitch. Why have you sat there and let me raise, got my last name? Are you fucking kidding me?
All right. During the time that we had a break, it was one time, all right?
See, never go on a break. Either end the relationship. If we can't work it out, let's just go on a separate period, right? Because they'll use this break as an excuse to do you dirty. Whether it was a break or not, whether it was okay to see other people or not, you knew that you had slept with at least 2 men close to ovulation, close to conception. You knew this, and you still didn't tell them. So you know now it's irrelevant to bring up the fact you was on a break because you knew you slept with other men, and you did not tell this guy. Why would you do that? Why would you play him like that? You understand? And then say it's only been once. Like, I don't care if it was 1 time or 1,000,000 times. You still took this baby full term without telling me anything. See how they try to play you? It was only 1 time. Yo, who cares if it's 1 time? What's the point? I'm supposed to feel better because now you cheated on me 1 time? I'm angry because you tricked me into raising a child that's not mine. Let's continue.
Time. All right. We were going through stuff, and that's it.
Oh, okay, 1 time.
So I didn't think anything.
So you just don't have me raising somebody else's kid. So we do.
1 time.
What the fuck? No, that's not my motherfucking child. You've been fucking somebody.
It's still your child. Why does it matter what blood? Well, for one, if he's biologically connected, they can study his history and further help with the child, right? If there's a blood transfusion or something like that that's needed, the biological father can donate. Well, because he's not blood, he's not connected in any way, family. Do you understand the big difference here? It's not his biological child. It's not his offspring. It is not his future self. It is not made in his image. That's what makes it different. This is not some type of thing where you can just trick men into doing this and think they're just okay with it, like children don't matter to them too. They want to further their line, family. They want to get into the future. So saying, what's the difference, sounds absolutely ridiculous. I'll give you an example. Did you know that sometimes the wrong baby goes home with the mother? The mother takes the wrong baby home because the doctors mess it up and they swap the baby at birth? How would you feel if you go home with the wrong baby? You're raising it for 3 years, and all of a sudden you get a call from the hospital that they made a mistake. Some mother finds out she has the wrong child, goes to the hospital, they do some research, determine they gave you their baby. You find out. What are you gonna do? You're gonna say it's still my biological baby? Is that what you're gonna say? You're gonna pretend like your real biological baby isn't out there somewhere? You're gonna say, well, based on me raising this child for a certain amount of time, this is my biological baby? Is that what you're gonna say? No, you would feel hurt because you poured all your time and energy into a child that's not yours, even if you love it. You're gonna be hurt because your real child was raised by somebody else and not with you. You're gonna definitely be hurt. And then you would know the difference. But they know the difference. They just wanna play you, family. You understand? It's called gaslighting. It's called invalidation. It's called plausible deniability. Let's continue.
Somebody else. That's somebody else's fucking child.
Why is your sister telling you to do that anyway?
You don't know because the fuck. It's not my motherfucking child. He's not our blood. He's not our blood. No, that's your child. That's your child. You and your child need to get the fuck out. Is what the fuck need to happen.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Now, where we gonna go? Like, you don't have the right to act on this and set your standards. Where we gonna go? Yo, that's for you to figure out, right? You sit here asking me, why would my sister even be in the business? So you still mad that I found out? Why would I care to work with you still? You still want me to lie? You still want to lie to me? You still trying to lie to me? Yeah, get out. What, you still owe me something? Like, you gonna make me move with this child? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yo, why should he care? You haven't cared about manipulating him this whole time. Let's continue.
We gonna go.
I don't give a fuck. Go.
You're gonna kick me and your child out.
That's not my motherfucking child. Go find the daddy. Fuck that shit.
You know what?
Ooh. Yeah. Go find the daddy. Yeah, your child needs their daddy. Go find the daddy. Stop denying your child their father. Stop playing God. It's not up to you to decide who gets to be the father. It's the facts. Your decision to decide who's the father. You chose that man when you laid down and slept while you was on this break one time. Now go find him and tell him that he has a child, so that child can get to know their father, and that father can get to know his child. Stop being deceptive so you can have whatever life you want. Yo, that's crazy. Let's continue.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, get the fuck out. Get all your motherfucking shit and rename your child, because that's not my motherfucking child. Got my name and shit.
Look, stop filming me. She mad now. So yeah, rename the child. Take my name off that child, because you're no longer going to deceive that child into believing that I am their reflection. No, you go get them that right child and stop lying and manipulate me and get out of here. He did the right thing. Cast that demon out, because they'll continue to be destructive and disruptive and uncooperative. They'll continue to lie and be deceitful and put an illusion on you every chance they get. Do not do it, family. Get away from them and go start your own family. Don't let somebody trick you into being there, and then when you find out, they talk you into being there, even though you just found out they lied to you. If they can't go about it the right way, they don't deserve it. What she should have said is, hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. While we was on a break, there was another person. I'm not sure if you're the father. You're supposed to say that in the beginning of the relationship, in the beginning of the pregnancy. So you don't have this man piped along for the whole 9 months believing it's his child. Yo, you're deceiving a whole family, a whole community, the whole 9 months. You're telling them it's 100% their child. Baby shower, it's his baby. Birth of the baby. Come see the birth of his baby. Thereafter, he's waking up in the middle of the night, thinking it's his child, setting money to the side, changing his whole life around, imagining what this child looks like before it's born. And then here you go with, it's not his baby. After he pushes forth and sees a test, and he's supposed to let you still stay there. Yo, I can't believe this, yo. Man, make sure you get this book and make this book your Bible while you navigating the world, so you can know all the red flags of an emotional terrorizer. They're only out for themselves, and they will misuse you, family, just to get what they want. Meanwhile, you're not even in what you think you're in. You think you're in a loving relationship with a wife who truly cares about you raising y'all's child. But really, you're being tricked, yo. That's why you can't talk to them. You just got to go push right past what they're saying and get the facts, the truth, because the truth won't betray you. Get that test, family, okay? Like I said, there's clinics on the side of the damn road. You can order one. You can take them to the CVS pharmacy, Rite Aid, and buy one from these stores. Swab your own child, send it off so you can know for sure that child is yours. A lot of these times, man, if you even ask them, they'll get angry as if they're hurt just because you asked them, and you're trying to avoid something that is very detrimental for men. Did you guys know that it's about 4 out of 10? When they do a DNA test, 4 out of 10 times, they are not the father. You know, that's very close to 50%. That's very close to half and half. So you notice how he said, take my last name off that child? Because for generations and generations, 1,000 years down the road, that child's children would have still been named after him, and it's not his baby. How many of you are named after somebody that's not your grandfather, not your great-great-grand? And you believe they are because they never found out the truth. So if they allow that much now when you can go get a test, imagine history, family. Imagine how many lies have been told. Imagine genealogy is totally messed up. Your grandfather is not your grandfather, and potentially your father isn't your father. We may not know at all who we came from. We thought that they just lied to us about religions, okay? Your culture, right? Certain ideals, but they will lie to you about your own freaking daddy. You might not even get that because they'll look you dead in your face and lie for some reason. And no child ever said, I would rather you lie to me about my daddy to get me a daddy who's gonna have a whole bunch of money, right? They just want to know their daddy. So stop playing God and trying to choose who gonna be the daddy based on what relationship you was in at the time, who you gonna make mad, or who you think's gonna be the better father. Yo, that's weird. Pick the right man and then make the baby with him. Don't play him. Get the book, family. It's on Amazon. The Emotional Terrorizer. It will change your life, okay? Be evolution. Be the change that you want to see. No candle loses its flame from lighting another. And if you were to ever find yourself in the middle of chaos, it is in that chaos that you have found yourself. Peace.